I literally don't know what else to do. I go to therapy, I take medication, I go to group, I use coping skills, and nothing's getting better. I seriously think I'm like a lost cause.
Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Trying something a little bit new today, so bear with me here, guys. I mean, we're still going with our usual liberals, but I threw a couple other things in the mix. Something that's, I guess I can say nowadays, out of my comfort zone. Something that totally used to be my comfort zone, but now it's a little out of my comfort zone because I'm just so used to bitching about liberals. So, let's get into it, guys.
I feel like we really need to start treating MAGA like a terrorist organization, because that's literally what it is. In my Prius right now, I'm a liberal, if you couldn't tell. But like after yesterday and January 6th and like a million other things, why are they not considered a terrorist organization? They're literally causing violence on behalf of some person that they look up to. Is that not like the definition? Like I open a dictionary and I look and it's, oh, that picture of MAGA, like, and not to mention like the literal like lack of brain power, like the negative space up here is just like signing shit and going on. Like I genuinely do not understand how conservatives can still be conservative and like watch this. Actually, scratch that. I don't think MAGA is conservative. I think MAGA is just straight up terrorism. Hope that helps.
I'm having a problem called I got the tattoo of my dreams yesterday. It's an autopsy scar. It goes all the way down to my, like, waist. I fucking love it. I'm being really annoying on Tumblr and posting about 500 million pictures of it, to the people that already see my tits all the time, alas. And the problem is that I don't want to wear a shirt for the entire summer now, and allegedly I do have to wear a shirt to go to my 9 to 5 and be in most public places, so that is going to be a real problem come Monday. Please leave your suggestions below.
At the point where if it's not free Palestine, if it's not fuck ICE, we're not friends. You haven't seen anything, you haven't said anything, fucking whack.
You are just lying because Fox News has brainwashed you so much that you can't even think for yourself anymore. And the thing is, we actually have footage from ground zero, from the influencers or just people who have TikTok, who are downtown in LA right now actively protesting. And that is not at all what's happening. At all. Any of the violence that is being perpetuated or being shown is caused by the police. And that is...
Yeah, your boyfriend's a cop? Okay, stop there. I don't care. I don't care any other defining factors about him. He's a cop. I hate him. ACAB. I said what I said. But he would ACAB. I don't care. I hate him. He's a cop. It's not that hard to You still chose to be a cop. Well, but he's gonna fix it from the inside. Doubt it. It's a racist organization from day one. Your boyfriend's gonna fix it? Okay.
Do you support running your car through a crowd full of pedestrians who are peacefully protesting? Fuck off. Get the fuck off my page, you fucking sociopathic motherfucker.
You know what I think we don't talk about enough? The fact that gnats bite. Why are you biting me? Why are you sucking my blood? Get out of here.
This is obviously not my regular video content. However, it was made very clear to me a few days ago that I should be using my platform to speak positively about what's going on with the illegal immigration crisis, okay? And this person that messaged me was very, very much a proponent of the illegals staying here in the United States, all right? So to this person, I need to make this very clear. First and foremost, you see that flag right there? Yeah, I fucking fought for that, all right? I was in the United States Marine Corps. My family was in the United States Marine Corps. My family is military, period, all right? You fucked with the wrong person. My job is to go pew, pew, bang, bang, fuck off, all right? Number two, as far as being here illegally, you're here illegally. Get the fuck out, all right? And number three, you come into my country. You hurt my citizens. You hurt our families. You disown my president. You hurt my military. You spit on my police officers. I will fuck you up, period.
Now, you see, I like this girl. You know, you liberal women out there, you feminist women, the ones that mostly say, hey, the male loneliness epidemic, especially on the conservative side, especially on the Christian side, those poor men just cannot seem to get themselves a woman. The truth is, to you liberal women, you feminist women, you far left feminist women that not many people actually truly want to have a long-lasting relationship with, this is more along the lines of the type of women that we are looking for. This is actually more along the lines of the type of women that are looking for men like us. You know why? Because she's sane, we're sane. Sane works very well together. How can you not like a woman like this? My job is to go pew pew, bang bang, F off. And then she gives you a big smile after. This is great. I like this woman a lot. Her point number 2, as she says, if you're here illegally, get the F out. It totally makes sense, right? That's actually the way that it's supposed to be. And most importantly, her point number 3, you come into her country illegally, you hurt her citizens, you spit at her police, you disrespect her family, you disrespect her other citizens, she will mess you up. That is the true meaning, to you liberals out there, of FAFO, F around and find out. Now lately, you liberals have been going out there and proudly stating how patriotic you guys are. No, you're not. This is what you call patriotic. That's a true American citizen. That's somebody who deserves to have their feet on that soil. You guys should honestly question, if you don't feel the same way that she does, are you in the right country? Because in all honesty, from an outside person's point of view, the way you guys have been acting, no. You guys don't act like real, true American citizens. You don't really deserve to be in that country. You guys are so busy defending people that do not actually belong in your country, people that do not actually live there. I'm talking about non-citizens, people that are there illegally. You guys are so busy defending them that you kind of overlook the fact that you're rubbing salt in the wounds of the people that actually defended you.
So now that we've seen the success of the No Kings protest this Saturday, I'm just sitting here thinking, why don't we do this shit every Saturday for the foreseeable future? Like, I'm willing to sacrifice 3 to 5 hours every weekend to protest and show that we're not loyal to this authoritarian government. And I feel like most people have Saturdays off, or if you don't have a Saturday off, you can plan one, like, oh, 3 weeks from now I'll take that one off. If we just keep doing this shit every week, like, it's going to create change. Let me know what y'all think.
So here's the thing. I know, as a girly who's super heat sensitive and has a lot of overlapping medical issues that make going out in the summertime excruciating, even without putting something over my face. But the best possible thing that you can do to protect yourself and to protect other people at protests, at the grocery store, literally wherever you are, is to just wear a mask. Like, if you want to express solidarity with disabled folks, please, for the love of God, wear a mask.
There is no way on this planet Earth, after seeing all of the people that went out for the protests today in places like Pennsylvania and other swing states, there is no way you can tell me that that orange bag of hot dog water won the contest in all those states.
Now, one thing I will give her is that orange bag of hot dog water was pretty funny. That's a first. That was pretty funny. I'll give her that. But what I do find hilarious when it comes to you liberals with your protests, it's usually the day after, 2 days after your protest, you guys come home all pumped up and amped up, thinking that you guys are like, you know, you guys are the majority. There's so many of you, it doesn't make sense how Donald Trump won. Could you just imagine, just for a single second, if MAGA, conservatives, Republicans, Trump's people, if they had a reason to go out and protest, could you imagine the numbers that would be out then? Because one thing I will guarantee you is that during all your protests across all these cities, I think it was 2,000 separate protests, I guarantee you there wasn't 77 million people there.
There's not a shot in hell he won the election. There's not a shot in hell. Look at all the people on the street today compared to who was at his birthday party. There's not a shot in hell.
They're stealing our jobs is crazy. Coming from a motherfucker that's been on unemployment since COVID. Coming from a motherfucker that gets a paper cut at work and screams workers' comp. Like, sir, whose job? Not your job.
Guys, I have a new goal in life. It's to make white South Africans feel just as unsafe here as they did there.
Well, Obama had the same policy. I don't give a damn about Obama. We're not talking about Obama.
My husband and my son, my 7-year-old son, just walked out the door to go to a No Kings protest. and I'm staying home because my other son does not feel well. And as they were walking out the door, I said, thank you for being so brave and going and doing this. And my son looked at me and said, will it change things? And I said, I hope so, buddy. I hope so.
You know, when we say that liberalism is a mental illness, how we actually call you liberals mentally ill, it's for reasons like this. She is actually sitting there and getting emotional. Tears in her eyes, had to even take her glasses off because they were starting to fog up, that her husband took her 7-year-old son, 7 years old, to a protest with thousands of people, not knowing how this protest can turn out, not knowing if something bad can pop off. Maybe it would just be quiet and peaceful. But the thing is, after seeing what just happened in Los Angeles and what they eventually turned into, which was very unpeaceful, how can you actually feel comfortable sending your 7-year-old son, despite the fact he's going to be with his father? Because in a mob of people, even his father, there's a chance he cannot be saved. So how is your 7-year-old son supposed to actually defend himself? If something were to happen to his dad, would this 7-year-old child even know what to do? This is not normal. This is not what you call good parenting, but in her mind and in her heart, she did the right thing because she is raising her son to think Donald Trump is a dictator fascist. And if her other son, don't know how old that one is, wasn't sick, that one would be there too. They would all be there as a family. Now, as I've said before, when it comes to a liberal run home, it's usually the woman that wears the pants and it's usually the husband that's been neutered. So it really makes you wonder, in his heart, did he truly want to go? Or was he just doing it so he didn't have to deal with her afterwards? But for all I know, he actually has the same worldview that she does. But if not, he should have grew a bigger backbone and actually had the guts to stand up to this woman and say, hey, I don't think one of these peaceful protests is a good spot for our 7-year-old son to go. Politics are nothing to involve your children in. Sure, as we get older, we do find it entertaining, we find it interesting, we actually even find it educational. But for a 7-year-old child, it's okay to let them know a little bit about politics, it's okay to let them know who the president is, it's okay to let them know who the governors are. But when you're actually trying to get them to fight against and stand up against what you guys consider the fascist regime, this is a 7-year-old child we're talking about. It's no place for children. Let the child be a child. As you joyful and loving liberals have proved time and time again, liberalism is a mental illness.
I just went and picked up my flags to fly upside down on Saturday, and the woman checking me out at this dollar store was Hispanic, and she didn't do anything, she wasn't rude, but I felt the need with what's going on in the world to say, just so you know, psst, between me and you, I'm gonna cut them up and fly them upside down at the protest on Saturday. I'm an ally. Don't look at me and think MAGA. And she was like, oh, thank you so much. Oh my God, where are you going? And I shared the details with her. We shouldn't need to do that. We shouldn't, but we do. Rant over.
If you are one of the people trying to justify the ICE raids by saying that, oh, the illegal immigrants are spending and taking all of the tax dollars, and that's why we need them. On Saturday, June 14th, when they throw a $145 million military parade in Washington, D.C. for Trump's birthday, you're going to find out where the tax dollars go. And guess what? It's not to the immigrants that should not even be considered illegal, okay? It's to the largest military-industrial complex in the world for a peacock parade to instill fear into the American people so they don't want to protest against this administration doing completely unjust things all of the time. But tell me more about how the immigrants are taking your tax dollars.
Fuck Trump for fucking real, but fuck some of the stuff that's going on right now in the Democratic Party that's failing people like you and me, and more so,
To this young lady, do yourself and do everybody else a favor. Never, ever, 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 ever get in front of a camera and upload a video to TikTok again. I literally feel like I was just watching a human pigeon with all that head bobbing.
Oh, the protest shouldn't be violent. The protest shouldn't be violent. The protest shouldn't be violent.
Our entire country was built by a bunch of fucking white guys that raped, enslaved, and tortured black people. First, they did it to the indigenous people that lived here. Then they did it to black people that they kidnapped from their homeland. This entire fucking continent is built on trauma, suffering, and fucking violence. What do you mean? What do you mean? That's all America is violence. The fuck do you mean?
You support Donald Trump, go fuck yourself. If you support ICE, go fuck yourself. If you are okay with what's going on in Gaza, go fuck yourself. If the reason you have a problem with someone is because they're undocumented, go fuck yourself. If you dislike someone because they're queer, go fuck yourself. You think it's okay that woman who was declared brain dead in Georgia has to carry that fetus to term, go fuck yourself. If you dislike someone because of the color of their skin, go fuck yourself. If these things apply to you, I assume you're a terrible human being with no empathy or a fucking soul.
Fuck Donald Trump! Fuck ICE! And if you support that shit, fuck you too!
Unpopular opinion, but I don't think that the fetus that I aborted was meant to go on and cure cancer, but maybe all of the infertile women who are spending tens of thousands of dollars and all these medical resources to try to have kids that they clearly aren't meant to have, maybe they're the ones that are supposed to be trying to cure cancer or do something meaningful with their lives other than just procreate, which, like, cockroaches do. It's not really special.
So I have to be careful how I word this video, and this video is directed towards American civilians specifically. I wish you guys knew how fucking great this country is compared to other countries currently. It is crazy to me that we have people born in America, Americans, claiming other countries and bashing the country that has given them opportunity in life and an infinite amount of opportunity. That's crazy to me. And believing America, oh, we're so oppressed here and this and that. Everything that you guys are doing in LA and the protest, try that in Iran. Go try it over there. See how that works. Go try it in Africa with Al-Shabaab. Go try that in Afghanistan with the Taliban. Go try that in the UK now. Like, America is so free and so good. You can bash the government on social media. You can bash the military. You can bash political figures and be okay. Go try that in Iran, dude. Like, let me know how far you get. Let me know how far you get in the UK. Like, they're gonna arrest you. In Iran, they're gonna behead you. You know, so it's crazy to me that it's just so crazy that we're free. We're so free that it's actually going against us at the moment. And it just rattles me. You know, America is doing what other countries have done on a lower spectrum, way lower spectrum, but yet we're so bad for that. That's insane to me. You guys need a reality check, because with everything that's going on in this country, it's crazy.
I know you guys were mentioning in the comments that you're not supposed to be wearing uniform if you're talking about anything political or whatnot. He said himself, he has to really watch his words here, what he says. Did he stay within his boundaries? From my point of view, it certainly looked like he did, but that could also very well be that I have a biased lens on right now because I just liked everything that he was saying. So you guys let me know there. But besides that, even though I've been playing a couple of base clips tonight and talking on some based clips tonight of good people, I'm still talking to the liberals out there about this. To anybody that can sit there and listen to everything that this individual just said and still disagree with him. You liberals that are out there at your protests, the ones that actually think that you're patriots, this guy is what you call an actual patriot. This guy, I would guarantee you, he knows the Constitution a hell of a lot better than you guys do. What you guys are saying is that this guy and people that think like him, that wear that uniform, that go out there to defend you guys, the ones that took an oath to the Constitution to defend their country, to defend the citizens, what you're saying to him is that he's wrong. Just as he said, all this bullshit that you guys have been doing, not just the past week, but even before that, how many times I've seen an American flag burn in like the past 12 to 18 months is absolutely disgusting. As a Canadian, I think I've seen one Canadian flag burn when it came to these Palestinian protests downtown. Out there, it truly feels like Amazon sales must have boosted for those 3x5 foot American flags just so you can burn them. So as he said, and even from my point of view, if you guys are such tough patriots, if you guys are true Americans and truly believe in what you're doing, why don't you go and try and do this in a different country? Take a little trip over to like Iran and burn an Iranian flag and walk around with an American flag and just see how well that works out for you. Not only is it shameful for people that are not actual citizens of your country to actually come over your border, burn your country's flag, while they wave their own flag, what's even more disgusting than that is people that are born on US soil that are doing the exact same thing. You're not patriots, you do not even deserve your citizenship in that country. This young man is absolutely 110% correct. You are standing on the soil of the country and spitting on it. The country that gave you all the opportunity that you have. Everything that you have today, right up until this moment, if you own a home, if you own a nice car, if you have a good job, that's all because you're an American citizen. Your country did that for you. Now you're all acting like little spoiled, selfish, undeserving children. And all for what reason? I mean, there's nothing wrong with having a little bit of sympathy for people that have had a hard life from other countries that want to come and have a better life in your country. There's nothing wrong with that. But if they didn't go about it the right way, and you guys can keep using your bullshit examples of like, well, it's the same thing as jaywalking. It's the same thing like opening up somebody else's mail. It's the same thing like this, the same thing like that. No, it's not the same thing. You literally were invaded. Your previous president committed treason. No joke, I'm speaking literally. There were certain portions of the wall that were welded open. They could not be closed unless you unwelded it. Your border patrol were not even allowed to do their job. At no other previous time in American history has any president ever let that happen, let alone orchestrate. So you gotta think about soldiers like this man here. How did he feel? How did he feel being true to his country, yet his commander-in-chief was a traitor? And he had to stay quiet and follow orders to which he took an oath against. If you liberals truly want us to believe, want anybody to believe your false claims that you guys are patriotic and American all of a sudden, perhaps what you should do is look up some videos. There's a few videos out there of current soldiers, current people in the military that will actually give you insight on what they have to say. Now, of course, you're gonna have the few that do not agree, that are following the woke agenda. Something like you guys. But there's going to be an enormous amount more that are actually true patriots, people that are there to defend the Constitution, people that are actually there to defend your country, people that are actually there to defend you guys. And truthfully speaking, with the way that you guys have been acting, not just the past few days, but the past few years, you're undeserving of people like this serving you. How do you guys honestly think it makes soldiers like this feel to put in the work and put in the dedication that they do just to have the citizens pretty much all turn around and spit right in their face? You guys want to whine and bitch and moan about how Trump is running a dictatorship out there right now. I've said it before. This young man here just said the exact same thing. You're living in one of the freest countries of the world. The only country where you can really get on it in front of a camera and threaten the president's life and get away with it. And honestly speaking, up until this point, the Trump administration has been more than patient with all of you guys. Way more than patient. And if you're all thinking, well, you know, they're too busy, they're not really noticing, they're not seeing our videos. No, these videos are getting to them. These videos get on X, they get on other platforms, they get tagged, they get sent to the FBI. The FBI is very aware of these videos. But yet, you guys don't really care. The reason being is because you've all just been able to get away with everything for the past few years. Everything's been so light on crime, everybody's been walking on eggshells around all of your feelings, and you liberals have turned into literally spoiled little children who are just used to getting away with whatever they want. And I always bring up your incredible skills and gifts at critical thinking and pattern recognition. You guys would think that you'd start to catch on now and catch on to the patterns that have been happening lately, that the walls are closing in on you guys. Your actions and how far you've been pushing the limits are only going to be tolerated for so much longer. I can see it and I'm an outsider. You all keep on complaining and stating how Trump is violating the Constitution. You guys have to defend the Constitution when you should actually look in the mirror and realize who's actually violating the Constitution. I don't know how many of you actually believe in karma, but if you don't, it might be a good time to start, because the truth is what goes around does come around. Sometimes it even takes years, but it always makes its way back around. Alright guys, that's it for this video. If you guys like this type of content, please consider subscribing to the channel if you are new. If not, if you can like the video, share the video, interact with it in one way or another to help me out with that algorithm, that'll be greatly appreciated. And I shall see you guys in the next video. Have a good one, guys.
No King's Day protests. Crying about tyranny. At a military parade? Yeah, the same military that lets your kombucha sipping, sign waving ass scream fuck the president in public without getting snatched up by the secret police? You're protesting the rise of tyranny in a country where you can literally scream fuck the president in front of a cop, live stream it on 3 different platforms, and then drive home to microwave your plant-based lasagna in peace. Try that shit in North Korea and see if you don't wake up in a fucking labor camp, building a statue of a real king. You're not fighting tyranny. You're throwing a hissy fit at the birthday party of the dudes who literally protect your right to throw them. This is not a revolution. It's a selfie-fueled participation trophy gathering. And you're mad about a parade? It's a fucking parade. Go fucking woosah. And then you got the nerve to yell no kings, yet you worship politicians, celebrities, and influencers like they fart gold dust. You can't even fucking buy socks without checking if your favorite TikTok guru approves it first. Fuck out of here. What this is a straight up fucking branded cry for attention with matching t-shirts and hashtags. And the fucking irony, we won't be silenced. At the same time trying to cancel a dude who misgendered your fucking ferret. You do want a king. You just want one that agrees with you and gives you free Wi-Fi, student loan forgiveness, and gluten-free safe spaces. Meanwhile, the military you're protesting is the only reason you're not in a rice field right now, carving a statue of an actual fucking king, while getting waterboarded with your tears. Bottom line, you don't hate kings, you hate rules. You hate responsibility. And you damn sure hate being told no. So take your little cardboard sign, your organic tears, and go cry somewhere else. America, where freedom is so strong, you're free to hate the very thing that protects it. No fucking kings. You already bowed to the algorithm. God bless America. The only place where you can be this loud and wrong and still go home safe. Now that's fucking freedom.